Put lotion on your thorn skin so it isn't worn thin, born, torn, but scoring floor tickets at the Emporium is gorgeous. Sorry, sarcasm gets slammed in, Lambo cramped though, so I stand alone to fit my ham bone in my standard tone. Damn hoe, packing dough in those pantyhose, flamboyant fro by the way, and it go hard, my planet flows, so I get my rap mojo from this habitat, bro. Slanted Ohio, trying to stay balanced and not cryo into the taken for granted pile of Satan's has-beens and bile of brains that he yacked in denial because they were plain and ratchet and wild for their chains to be matching their style till I came with my talents and filed their complaints under gallant triers cause it's sane to say they ain't travelin buyers, just slyly claim they're branded liars and aim to tame and handle rioters with their names rated A for random hires because they've slain dragons wider than a tank. Agony transpires because they taint the bandwagon with their stolen fire. These celebs need their heads dusted off and cut off and brushed off and stuck on a cross because they're done yawning about abrupt costs and munch sauce. My stuff wafted by dunces often just to flush it after it's been in their jaws. They're yuck gosh when they pluck God's fucking thoughts and tuck it in to their unwashed thong and rub it into their soft plush socks till it's time to hug the boss and thug it out for another song. I'll gut them all and they'll be gone, then shrug it off to the bugs in my lawn, cause a commotion, eating their flaws and leave their bosses hoping that they'll return. They will in an urn, burnt to a crisp with another disc to flip them the bird. They earn this to be on the dirt list to who will hit first and dip before the hearse makes a trip to their hurt dicks and swollen holes and hopeless dented goals that were meant to row your boat, but you were squished by a bitch with paisleys on her wrist. A shady mix of crazy shit braided and twisted to make me fit into a wavy drip. Zany and quick to fillet these catfish playing with my chips. Hey, these tricks are too lazy to grip the mic and try, so slay these hicks before I maybe flip and cave these chicks and slick rigs into admitting they delayed the grit of my rabies spit that makes your skin savory like a gravy swim toward baby back ribs. Say you'll win and that you gave me a bib to shade all the fibs as I graze in the great pigs that delayed my finish as a maiden. Fork and knife cork in your eye, swore they'll die when the poor find this dork crying about torn rights to her adored rhymes. They'll floor it to the sky, those whores on the mic, cause nothing's in store after miles of their corny smiles. Just foreign flyers that weren't born from their highs and lows, worn out geckos that don't explore these dykes modes. More so these dimes explode when reminded of these lobos to my hierarchy that exposes hoes of their diapers that grow full of shit rules gimps so they can dull the lit and pull the wits from my mind's grind and sulk on my wick till my toll splits into quarters for these hoarders to soak in and lift to their bold frisk. A whole lick for their froze drips, sold their lips to be rolled by princesses known mix, but they're just clones jonesing for bricks. I was loathed, grim, smoking and throating the woke click spiffs, who's for show admit I'm roping in tokens cause I'm voted to open each poll without a loan, so I wasn't chosen to grow with each broken shit. Groping tips and joking while poking bigots, my zone was risked by these bozos who rip my flows to fit their roach chins. I'm just a rose who drifts from rows of chimps to loads of simps who don't think I'm the goat, they think I'm hoax in the biz. But I'm pros with a float and sink, bringing the dose to your brink of a slow drink. You owe me a soda for thinking you own my green. You're below the link between your home and your G's. Slope it over to me, the local queen who hones the trees to flow supreme and ghosts the beast who stole her dreams. They got crow's feet for boasting their team when they're low lives trying to be the most to teens and hoes and get the cream. Coast the beach and toast to freaks, please dispose of these dopes and see me in my office. It's costless, just don't want a hobbit's nest in my conquests or dollars and cents. Follow me and request a song to impress your noggin and chest. Only you goblins invest in jobless rent being paid. Lil Wayne's little brain never brought you the best. Wobble and fret about a sproutless mess that gobbles your ends and doesn't play boggle like friends. Just doubts you and spends endless amounts of dividends till your couch changes what you depend on for an hour, and then nothing but crumbs and beans for you erupting in the toilet after a Tums that cleans your intestines. Now you're resting, but you still gotta put your best in for all these phony rappers to take your investments and temperament to their treasure chests. Now you're sweating and I'm dreading bringing the bread in, cause they all destined for a settlement of anything you ever made. Now they're benching you for your digestion of the lettuce and testing your patience, which is ancient, cause they claim shit is theirs when it ain't. Frick. Better aim quick and leave them brainless before your wage dips into lameness or even worse, detainment.